All right. So, notes from my mentors. If you're in sales, marketing, business of any kind, leadership, I want you to grab a hold of this. This is some notes from my mentors. And what that is actually I've been going through, and it started really, it's really interesting. I started with just like rearranging the office. And as I started rearranging the office, I run across some old notes from my mentors, people that have coached me, that have led me. And I thought, let's jump in and dig a little deeper. And some of the things that have truly forged who I am as a man, as a husband, as a father, as a business owner, as a leader. These things have forged me and created me, and I want to be able to bring that to you. And this is going to be around sales, leadership, marketing. And today we're going to talk about something, and that's influencing yourself first. Many people come to me and say, Wayne, how do I influence other people? Over the years, so many people come, Wayne, how do I sell more, influence more, market better? And one of the things that I have to remind them is you start by influencing yourself first. That's going into your own mind, understanding how you function, why you do what you do, and then how to properly and adequately take that and apply it into your business world. So influencing yourself first is more than just, hey, have a great mindset. I think people get hung up on this mindset like, oh, I don't need a mindset coach. I don't need mindset or leadership training. I'll just say positive, a positive mindset. And a positive mindset is important. Gratitude is extremely important, but there's more to just having a positive mindset. I'm going to jump in and explain to you. If you're following me, be sure to hit the like button, comment below. Comment below. I read every comment. I'll be happy to jump in here and help you. Also, feel free to hit the share button. We've noticed more and more over the last few days that people are sharing more of our content, so thank you. Now, so I'm literally going back to handwritten notes from about 20 plus years ago. And this was my handwritten note at the top. It was influence yourself, then influence others. And the core values. And so when you look at all of the different, I don't want to even say personality tests, but they're all personality tests and temperament tests, etc. There's so much to choose from. So and everybody likes to know about themselves, right? So we do a DISC profile and we're like, oh, wow, I am a high D, a high I. I'm personally very high D, I, lower on the S and C. And so I look at that. Maybe somebody does, we do an Enneagram or Strength Finders, whatever our test is. And we want to know about ourselves. But most people stop there. They go, okay, wow, well, that was really cool. I didn't know that about myself. But how do you take it to the next level if you want to influence others? And you do this a couple of ways. Number one is you want to look at your identity. Like when you look at your, again, let's just take a DISC profile, whatever it may be, a temperament profile. You're looking at who you are, that inborn. That's why I love temperament therapy, is who you are on the inside, what you believe, because that will affect how you treat others in business and family and life. That is the values. When we elicit values, for years, I studied under one of my mentors, and he was really, really keen on like finding out what's important to you about this, getting that core criteria, going to another level, another level, another level. And we find out the true values. And what you found was why things are important to you. Think about this, but also you discover some limited beliefs or an area of trauma even that's held you back. So you could go in then and you could eradicate the limited beliefs. You could bring healing to the trauma and move forward. Now, without going down that today, I want you to think about this. These are the questions. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? What's your identity? How do you see others? And how you see life in general. So how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as that businessman, as that businesswoman? Do you see yourself as a professional? Or are you hung up with imposter syndrome? Do you see yourself one that's always learning, or do you see yourself as a smart aleck that already knows it all? Okay, so you've got to be able to, how do I view myself? And am I viewing myself properly in a way that I can help other people, in a way that I can help myself? So it's self-awareness. One of the greatest ways of doing that is pen and paper. Just write down, this is what I see. This is who I am. This is what I'm recognizing. How do I see others? Do I see my clients, my prospects, my family, my friend? Do I see them from a place of peers? Do I see them as I'm subservient to them? Or do I see myself in a leadership role above them? It's going to change depending on who it is. But how do you see others? And do you see them as somebody you can truly serve, or somebody that you can simply extract money from? Okay. This is important questions. And then how do you see life in general? Do you believe that life is for you? I believe that everything that happens, I don't believe in everything that happens for a reason. I don't really believe that. But I do believe that everything happens because we live in a world of consequences. And some of the consequences are our own. Sometimes it's consequences somebody else made. So everything that we do is my viewpoint on life is I'm here to serve others and help others. And if I help others, my divine creator will help me. Does that make sense? That's my viewpoint. You may have a different one. So when you understand who you are, then you can begin to influence yourself first. Then you can begin to redesign the parts of you that maybe you don't agree with, parts of you that maybe you need healing from trauma, as I said, or maybe here's a value that you have, but it's not in the place of values in life that like you would like to have. Then we can go into gratitude priming, repatterning, and so forth. So before I work with a client, I want to know the person. That's usually why I bring a new client on board. I'm like, hey, give me a broad overview of who you are, your business, your opportunity, etc. But then I want to get to know them. And a lot of times it's that initial phone call, that initial Zoom call, that initial face-to-face meeting. But then many times it's throughout our conversations. I want to get to know them better. I want to see how I can truly serve them. But you need to influence yourself first. Has this been good? I want to ask you to do something. If you're still watching this, I challenge you to take, again, pen and paper and write, how do I see myself? How do I see others? And how do I see life? I'd love your feedback on this. Hope this has been helpful. And if you're reading this inside of the newsletter that we're going to release, then be sure to subscribe there as well. Make it a great day.